Good, y'all. You already know what it is, baby. This is T Paris, aka the Young Marvin Gaye. This rap shit, most original, most creative, most in tune with the times, and I'm sort of like your inspiration. And this is P's Perspective. But let's not waste no time. Let's get right into it. This week our topic of discussion, man. What do you consider to be mind-blowing sex? That's crazy, right? I know y'all didn't think we was just gonna sit here and just talk about all this other stuff all day long. Everybody loves sex, man, so I thought it'd be dope we just have a conversation about some real good sex. Let me stop playing with y'all, man. You know I wouldn't bring us to no round table discussion to talk about no sex. But I did name the topic, you know what I'm saying? Mind-blowing sex for a reason. Today I put this post up on Facebook and I was asking people, you know, their interpretation of mind-blowing sex, and there was a reason behind that. After I put the post up, I waited a couple hours. I went back to see what happened. And I think like 4 beautiful women commented, man. I appreciate every single one of y'all answer, you know. The fact that you took the time to think about, you know, for you was mind-blowing sex. I like the fact that it wasn't no real descriptive, touch me here, kiss me here, do this, do that. You know what I mean? A lot of times it just consisted of being able to connect up here in the mind. But what I was really bothered by is that a lot of people ain't really get involved. Now, it's just my opinion, but we talk about everything under the sun out here. Everything, you know what I'm saying? We talk about drugs, we talk about violence, we talk about gang banging, we talk about police brutality. But I'm not understanding why it's so difficult to talk about sex. You know what I'm saying? We tell our kids all the time, say no to drugs, you know what I'm saying? We talk about what's going on when people dealing with drugs. Some people go as far as out there in the streets with their kids. You showing your kids, quote unquote, crackheads and dope fiends and letting them know this is what happened to you if you don't go to school. What I'm not understanding though is why we having such a difficult time talking about this term that's so taboo in our community, and it's called sex. You know, the reason why I went as far as saying mind-blowing sex, because everybody having sex, you know what I'm saying? But let's take it a step further. When you really think about, you know, that sex that take you to another level, that's not something that's happening every day. You know, let's be honest. A lot of y'all women out there ain't even having no orgasms, man. You know, let's call a spade a spade. You know why? Because a lot of fellas ain't doing their job. All you thinking about is just trying to get yours, you know. I would like to say if you taking the time, you know, to appreciate somebody and get to know them, and you focused on what's up here, you know, all that other stuff is going to come in due time, right? And as women, you know, y'all got to set higher standards. Because if you allowing these men, you know what I'm saying, to take you out, you know, little nice Chinese plate, you know, bag of bud, you know, a La Marita, and then he smashing, you know what I'm saying? How can you expect him to respect you or to treat you like a queen? You know what I'm saying? You got social media, you know, leading the pack. Almost every woman, you know, showing pictures of their butt, you know, their breasts. You know, it's about the angles, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's so detrimental because these young kids is following right behind it, you know what I'm saying? So if you can't take the time to sit down and talk about what sex is to your kids, you know, you got to know they're going to learn it from somewhere. Let me give y'all some statistics, man. 129,000 cases of HIV or AIDS here in New York alone. 129,000 HIV/AIDS cases in New York alone. 80% of those cases right here in New York City. You know what I'm saying? So if all these people, you know, dying and contracting these viruses, why are we not talking about sex? You know what I'm saying? Forget about how good sex is, because that's not really what my question was. But I thought that when you put the term out there, you know what I'm saying, a couple more people wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, get involved. I knew a lot of people wouldn't, because a lot of people would love to say, you know, what happens in my house or behind my closed door, that's where it's supposed to stay. But you lying. Because every other post on social media is about sex. A side chick. You know what I'm saying? Most of the stuff that these men doing, showing their money, you know what I'm saying? Showing their Gucci belts, showing their fast cars. About what? Trying to attract a woman so you could do what? Have sex. You know what I'm saying? When you turn on your TV and you watch these reality shows, what they trying to sell to you? Sex. You know, you turn on hip hop and they talking about all the controversy. When it's controversial, what they talking about? A gay rapper or somebody, you know what I'm saying, doing something that go against their own sexuality. You know what I'm saying? So sex is around us every day. I'm not understanding why we having such a difficult time to talk about it. And me, I want to talk about it because I got a little daughter, you know what I'm saying? We got little girls out here running around, you know, hugging, touching, kissing on other girls. You know, my daughter not getting involved in all of that. But that's stuff that I worry about. And you know why? It's because it's so prevalent out here today, man. You got men walking around with their pants hanging down, you know what I'm saying? And if these are the type of women, I mean, these are the type of men that women gonna be attracted to, you know, you already know it ain't gonna be a whole lot of loving, you know what I'm saying, compromising, communication going on in the household, because he ain't even got enough common sense to show himself no self-respect, no self-love. You walking out, you know, on the streets with your pants down, hanging on your ankles, tight clothes, you looking like a female. You know what I'm saying? How you expect to attract a queen? You looking like a female, you know? And I know I probably ruffled some feathers with this, but that's not my intention, man. I'm just trying to get the dialogue to go because these are things that we got to talk about, man. I'm not understanding why we so worried about talking about sex when we got all these diseases that's so prevalent in our community. Man-made diseases, you know what I'm saying? They put this here to slow down our population. That's what sex was about, you know what I'm saying? Reproduction. You know, but 2 men can't make a baby, 2 women can't make a baby. And so when we out here and we watching these, you know what I'm saying, same-sex relationships, you know, take precedent to raising a family, you know what I'm saying, being a father, being a mother, then I'm concerned. That's something that I want to talk about. That's the issue that I want to address. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pointing fingers saying it's nobody's fault. I'm just saying collectively, this is something that we need to address, man. Now, I want to let y'all know the reason why I titled it Mind-Blowing Sex is because I believe there are levels, you know what I'm saying? And when you can make that connection mentally and spiritually with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Of course you're going to blow their mind. Of course y'all going to experience things physically that you haven't experienced with other people. Because you opening up and you trusting and you sharing with each other, you know what I'm saying, in a way that you wouldn't normally do with other people. You know, sex is very dangerous, man. It could be a weapon. You know, it could be a weapon. You think about the times when you go to take a woman out, you know what I'm saying? You trying to pamper her, you trying to get her attention, make her laugh, dress nice, do all these nice things to get her to, you know what I'm saying, give you a shot. She ain't control at that moment. You know what I'm saying? You making yourself vulnerable at that moment. And let's think about when the actual intercourse take place. You know what I'm saying? More than likely, one of y'all put that work in. You know what I'm saying? More than likely, one of y'all put that work in. If you a selfish dude, you was like, let me make sure I get my shit off. You know what I'm saying? And more than likely, she didn't. Right? But if you one of those dudes that's into trying to please a woman, then you said to yourself, let me make sure she get hers off first. Right? But a lot of people not doing this. They're not communicating about this. They just going in and just doing them. And if that's what you're doing, then you just continue to repeat that cycle. You'll never experience that mind-blowing sex. You know what I'm saying? And when it's mind-blowing, you're not going to go out there chasing nowhere else. You're going to continue to harvest it right there where it's at. You know what I'm saying? So we got to start to focus on something, you know what I'm saying, way bigger than just sex. Because everybody having sex, you know what I'm saying? But it's that sex that make you come back home to that man or come back home to that woman. You know what I'm saying? Focus on being a better person for yourself so you could be at your best for that man or for that woman. You know what I'm saying? Self-love is most important. And we selling ourselves short by trying to have sex with everybody that we come across with, man. You should have some type of standards. You know, I'm not telling you put time limit and all that on it because everybody and everything is different. But you shouldn't just be meeting people and thinking, yo, this is something that we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You should be asking about taking tests, you know. When the last time you had a checkup? I want to see that. You know, shouldn't be embarrassed about things like that. Have you ever had an STD? You know, if so, what did you do? You know, did you cure it? You know, and I just try to bring these, you know, topics of conversation, you know, to the round table so we could discuss them, man. It's T. Parrish. I'm Marvin Gaye, this shit, man. Peace, perspective. Toast to the town. Peace.